All right, dear ones. So, welcome. I didn't have all the buttons pushed, but here we are. And welcome to our Quantum Soul Body Fusion transmission. This is our fifth transmission of Soul Body Fusion that we're doing on Facebook Live because we all need support. We're all dealing with so many changes in our own lives, but then we look at the collective and we see protests, but changes, bringing good changes. So I'm here to support all of us in bringing more elements of our higher dimensional self into our body. We can only change that in which we live. So we can only change our world and our body by living here, by bringing all of our multidimensional nature here into form. So I have seen recently that soul body fusion, I'm using it in my healings, I'm using it in my personal sessions. It alone is changing people so much. A higher level of balance, profound healings that I've never seen before. And I think it's because all of humanity, the tide is lifting and we are more multidimensional, more awakened than ever before. But the speed is increasing. The vortex is faster than ever before. I'm told that the July full moon, so we've got the solstice coming up, June 20th, very important. I see so much white light coming in, but it's not coming in from outer space or the ejections from the sun. It's coming from our own light. It's unbelievable. And then I was told that the full moon in July, which is July 5th, there's going to be, the word Mark used, channeled was a battle of timelines. But what I see is as if the timeline of ascension, of the timeline of personal and evolutionary consciousness opens up. And the timelines where humanity might have pushed the self-destruct button goes away. That's what I see. So we are really at the nexus of giving birth to the new golden age. How do we support ourselves? By being fully here. How do we support society? By being all of our amazing gifts, our intuition, our power, our love being embodied here. So we're going to do 2 10-minute transmissions. And I say transmission, I'm just holding a space. We invite your soul, your light, your highest divinity, whatever you want to call it, higher than you've ever held before, broader than you've ever held before, to be embodied now in a way that changes everything about your life. Many of you will feel this physically, and some of you won't. It doesn't matter. I never felt anything physically, and it's been the greatest gift of my life because I was never in my body. All right. Put your hands palms up, and I'm going to sit with my hands touching your fingers through all this space. Open your hearts, stay in your body. Try not to think. Whatever happens or doesn't happen is perfect. Your soul is in charge, and your soul is yearning to be here now more than ever before. All right. We'll do 10 minutes. I may talk. Open eyes or closed eyes. Just receive, receive, receive. You may feel that your body's expanding, that your soul doesn't know the same edges as your skin. Especially feel your heart expanding, that your physical heart becomes more multidimensional as the higher aspects of your soul become embodied. And what needs to be balanced in your body and healed to hold these higher frequencies begin to be balanced and healed. So you might feel pain, tingling, heat. Some of you are getting multidimensional really fast. That's fine, that's great. But make sure you're in your body also. We want to teach our body to be the human expression of our soul. Ground it, ground it, ground it. You might feel energy. Sometimes it feels like champagne bubbles. Sometimes it's kind of intense electricity almost, as if your cells and your atoms are waking up. And what they're doing is connecting to the quantum world, to the world beyond space-time. Your whole body is a quantum computer. Your whole body is a sensor of the universe. Relax if you're trying too hard or if it's too intense. Again, feel expanded, multidimensional, but here now. For some of you, there's a sense of release. You might find that your chest is opening up. You might actually find that some deep grief or anger is beginning to be cleared. We're not waiting. We're just doing it as quickly as possible. Stay focused on your body, not letting your mind drift. Again, receive, receive, receive your highest aspects, your multidimensionality, your gifts, your healing, your greater self. Two more minutes or so in this transmission, this part of it. Breathe deeply. Fully accept yourself, your magnificence, your gifts, that you're not a product of all the karma that has come before you. This is an exit point from karma. We don't have to keep healing and reliving and going round and round. All right, there's going to be kind of one last big blast in this session. So be really open now. Okay, we're going to go longer. This is like a supernova coming into your body. Be grounded. It's fine. It can't hurt you because your soul is it's your energy. It's only taking in what you can hold and what's appropriate now. So some of you are like me and say, bring it on. I want a supernova. So it's there now. It may feel uncomfortable. It's almost like old barriers and old limitations and old patterns are being burned down, scorched in this light. So I'm not following my own rules of doing 2 10-minute sessions. That we're going to do this as long as it needs to be. Keep staying with your body. Notice that there's actually shifts. The taste in your mouth may change. This is a nice opportunity. Keep breathing deeply. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. It happens no matter what. It's so amazing to have all of you here at the same time doing this soul body fusion because you're asking for so much. And the soul planes, the spirit world is just delivering. All right, it's going to taper off a little bit. All right, take a deep breath. We'll give ourselves a breather now. If you've got water, drink water. If not, go get some. You need a lot of water when we do this. Whoa. I've never seen humanity so poised for transformational, evolutionary growth. And it's hard, and it's hard on our brothers and sisters, but it really is the pains of a rebirth. And not only are we going through this rebirth, but we're the midwives of it for all. You know, we see ourselves as star seeds, as ones who kind of go out in the beginning of the movement. And please trust your gifts. They're coming stronger. Your intuition, your shamanistic powers, your powers to heal yourself, your powers to know what is so and what isn't, your discernment is just getting stronger and stronger. And why that is because it's like we've been in the mud before, we've been in the density, but as we lift, everything's clearer. Our connection to source is clear. Our connection to each other, our connection to love is clear because we're rising out of that density. And that's what goes faster and faster. And then there's more and more light and less density. We move it away until we're actually, and I totally see this, we're actually clearing the density of our past lives so that we can take this exit out of karma. So soul body fusion is a simple tool, um, and never before have I taught it on Zoom. So on over the solstice, the power days of June 20th and 21st, Saturday and Sunday, for the first time ever for around the world, I'm teaching a soul body fusion practitioner's course on Zoom. You can go onto my website, JonetteCrowley.com, and go under store, and it'll pop up because it's one of the main products right now. You will Zoom it. You'll be able to watch the replays if you can't do it at the time we're doing it. It's going to be about 4 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday, early morning for us in America, later afternoon for and early evening for those of you in Europe. So at the end of this, you'll receive and give soul body fusions. I'll do an initiation. You'll learn just kind of the ins and outs of it. And at the end, you'll be a certified soul body fusion practitioner. You'll get a certificate. I don't know how we'll do that. We'll download certificates to you. And it means that you can go and do soul body fusions on other people and let them know that you've been trained by Jonette Crowley in a live class and that you are a certified practitioner. We do that so you know what soul body fusion is, and you're not adding soul retrieval and this and that. Soul body fusion is simple, it's pure, and it's really us holding the space for our client or ourselves highest possibilities to be embodied. So that's the weekend of the solstice. And then the following weekend, June 27th and let me see the dates, 27th and 28th. And then on Tuesday the 30th, I'm going to be doing the first 3 days of a teacher's certification class. Now, you can't be a teacher unless you've had the Soul Body Fusion Practitioners class from me or from one of the many teachers of Soul Body Fusion around the world. You can look on my website. We've got a list of teachers. They're very active teachers in the Netherlands, very active teachers in Poland, and trained teachers really in many, many countries, in Greece, Australia. So, find a practitioner, find somebody who is a practitioner and learn this. It's such a gift. I wrote this book in 2012 because of the changes that were happening in 2012. I had no idea that this tool, this technique of soul body fusion would grow so rapidly to support the changes that are happening now. In many ways, 2012 might have just been the dress rehearsal for the changes that are now. It probably set up the energies, and now they're trickling into our world that we hadn't seen them before. So please find ways to do soul body fusion. I've got free transmissions on YouTube and on my webpage. Get the book. But what else is happening is we've been doing some special transmissions for the full moons, because of full moons are about manifestation. So our first one was last week, the strawberry full moon. It's not on Facebook. It's a Zoom recording, so you can purchase these 3 full moon transmissions on my website. The first one was the strawberry full moon, and what it's doing and what we're doing today is to help us go deep, to clear and repair karmic patterns, limitations, abuse that we've suppressed, anything that's been dark that needs to come to the light, needs to happen now. So this is a time for deep healing and for not being shy, for digging in wherever you have limitations, wherever your personality has stopped you and protected you. This is a time to make those changes, and we're so supported. So these full moon meditations will help us do that. I said the July full moon is tremendously important in the cosmos, and I'm going to be transmitting that. It's the buck full moon on July 5th. I'm going to be transmitting it from a medicine wheel in New Hampshire, where a Native American grandmother has invited me to become a grandmother too, and the 2 of us are going to do ceremony on the 3rd and 4th and 5th of July, and we're going to transmit the full moon meditation for July on Sunday, July 5th. And again, that'll be on Zoom. You can watch the replays. And then the final one, I think, is August 3rd, but it's all on the website. All right. So this next transmission, we always do 2 with this energetic break in the center. I invite all of us, because soul body fusion isn't just for your personal growth. It really has no edges. So when we do it, and so many of you are online today, it goes out to your families, your friends, your communities, our nation, Mother Earth, people with troubled hearts. So in this next soul body fusion, I invite you to be more of a healer of souls and of consciousness, a healer of bodies for the whole world, if that feels comfortable to you. I find when I do soul body fusion for the world, I get actually more than when I do it for myself. So let's expand the scope, because everything has a soul. Every animal, every plant has an aspect in the higher dimensions, Mother Earth. So for the growth of our world, for the liberation really of humanity out of karma into our divine right, let's do a soul body fusion now, a huge one. It'll be 10 minutes at least, unless it's longer. And feel how supported you are. Angels and beings and guides, your ancestors. Be fuller than you ever have before. Be fuller physically, but fuller multidimensionally in your body, if you can understand what that means. And then it just radiates out. It's a song, it's a vibration that goes into earth, through the earth, into the clouds, into each other, into our buildings, into our structures, our society. And into hearts that are suffering and hearts that are serving. Let this soul body fusion open hearts. Imagine this fusion waking people up and supporting them in their awakening. Awakening you up and supporting you in your greater awakening. We are all one. Feel the magnificent oneness. Can you feel the complexity of the energies that you're in touch with? It's so much more than just your body. I guess this is opening up our inclusiveness, our connectedness to all it is. Really feel that. And you may be almost moved to tears by the magnitude of the love that's going out from you, but the magnitude of the love that's going through you and to you. Why? Because you're holding more of your capacity for love. Really feel part of this immensity. Can you feel that you are healing? That you are reconnecting to that place where there is wholeness and there is no need for healing? And can you also feel that from that space, you're a healer, not because you fix things, but because you know things that don't need fixed. You know them from a level of wholeness. Together, this is magnificent. Let the intensity calm down a bit. Bring your attention, if it's been out in the whole world, bring it back to your space in a centered way. Now you won't be able to stuff all that light into your body the same way. You'll have to live bigger now. All right, take some deep breaths. And I'll share what they were showing me during that. So, those of you who've been working with me and the work I've been doing with my guide Mark for 30 years, um, over the years we've gone through certain sets of initiations. Um, some of them are kind of like, I've been told, like opening gates of heaven. And this last gate of heaven that we've been trying to open for probably 3 years from the first time I saw it. And it's like a golden sun disk. It's a gate. And I see this big golden gate. There's a golden sun disk with wings above it. And actually, a sun temple in Egypt has this sun disk with the wings above the sun gate, right? But I didn't know that before I saw the vision. And I was told that this gate is the next doorway for humanity. And I've been trying to kind of get us through it, but I was told it wasn't like the early gates. The early gates, there was a silver gate, there was a gold gate, there was a fire gate. And this one has eluded me because Mark has said that this gate isn't a gate you go through, it's a gate you become. And we weren't ready to become it, but now I see that this golden sun disk is just us holding all of our light. And when we get a critical mass as an individual, but also collectively, of this golden light, although it's gold, there's a kind of a crystalline structure that underlies it. I don't know how to describe that. And these big white wings. I'm not sure if my video is still working. So anyway, so I believe that on this solstice, I need to try to do an initiation. I'll do it on Facebook Live. I'm just being told this now. I have to look at the schedule because we're teaching soul body fusion during the solstice, but it'll be part of the soul body fusion course, this on the solstice, and see if we can embody more and more this winged sun disk. Because I'm told we need to do it before the July full moon, which is July 5th, so it doesn't give us much time. Your homework, and just watch Facebook. I'll let you know what visions and what information I'm getting. But your homework is to keep going deep, keep clearing out, because when these energies come in, if we still have corroded wires in our system, holding on to old stuff, holding on to stuff we haven't forgiven or let go of, or to ourselves and others, we won't be able to hold the power. This soul body fusion today was magnificent in every way. So keep praying, keep sending your light out, and keep watching Facebook, and I'll let you know what we do for this initiation. But I'm told it will be on Facebook Live, and it will be part of our Soul Body Fusion Practitioners course. So thank you for being you. Just thank you for being you. And it's your soul, it's your magnificence, it's your divinity. And together we hold the space of seeing only the highest in each other, and that's what gives us wings. So blessings, and thank you for being part of this today. Actually, thank you for being part of this forever, because it's not about today, is it? Blessings and much, much, much love.